Happy birthday, Capricorn! Welcome to your January reading. Of course, whenever you find this reading, just know it's meant to find you. It's truly timeless. But again, happy birthday whenever you find this. Wherever your birthday lands in January or even late December, right? So you are first for the January readings, and if you haven't watched your December reading, it was quite intense, I have to say, with the love message, okay? And again, these readings are more self-focused. If love shows up, all the better. The love reading will be below. If you hit that more button, you can find all my links. I just opened my Etsy shop, and you can find the extended readings on there, as well as all my other helpful services, okay? So let's talk about it, Capricorn. Let's hope that, things have moved and maybe we're picking up on a different Capricorn collective. But yeah, you were moving through some of this kind of hermit energy. And, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the hermit energy because, again, like we talked about in the December reading, 2025 is a 9-year, which is the hermit. Okay. And what's so interesting is we have this new moon right at the end of December 30th, and it's 9 degrees Capricorn. So what a beautiful gift. This new moon for you, Capricorn, is such a great way to enter into 2025 in sync and in tune with the moon cycles, really connecting in with what kinds of seeds you want to plant. What are you trying to manifest this year? What are you calling in? What are you affirming to yourself? This new moon is going to be so powerful for you. And I wanted to read from the Sabian Symbols. This is a great book for all my book lovers out there about the 9 degrees of Capricorn. Okay, and I bookmarked it. Let's see what card we got. New narratives. New narratives. Yeah, new moon, new you. New you, boo. Do you, boo-boo. So, 9 degrees Capricorn, an angel carrying a harp, the revelation of the spiritual meaning and purpose at the core of any life situation. This picture simply says that heaven is within us. All we have to do is to be open and listen to the total harmony of life, a harmony in which we play a part that is necessary to the completeness and meaning of the whole. In order to do this, we have to surrender our separative ego consciousness and flow with the universal current, which to the religiously minded person is the will of God, right? But this can be any act of spirituality to you, right? Spirituality is so multifaceted. So all is welcome here. This is the 4th symbol of the series. So the number 4 and 9 could be of significance to you. The technique it implies is that of attunement to the rhythm of universal life. Angels are to be considered personalizations of various aspects of this life and totally subservient to its rhythms and purposes. So I'm getting off of this new narrative is that you could be getting some sort of new guide, new angel, new ally in the spiritual realm. This could be an ancestor that you're working with, something new. You've got the new moon, new narratives, new year, lots of new for you. Maybe new love, new job. This could be things that you're calling in. And with the new narratives card, it just is suggesting that you're dropping the old stories. So whatever sorts of stories from 2024 and beyond, or before, I should say, it's a time to reframe, which we've been talking about a lot of this. And especially now in January, we're going into the Pisces North Node. I've also been talking about this. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button to stay up to date and notified for when I post. I'll be posting a lot of new content and new events, online events, sales, all that good stuff in 2025. But again, if you have been with me for a while, then we've been talking about this, okay? We have Saturn in Pisces. We have Neptune in Pisces still. Of course, this year we'll be switching off to Aries, and we'll talk more about that when we get there. But in Pisces North Node as of January 11th, and the Virgo South Node. Virgo is also the Hermit card. So for you, I remember really speaking on this in your December reading. I feel like this is going to be a profound year, not just for Capricorn, but for all the signs for different reasons. But there's something that you are letting go of, an old story. And what I was getting at is Virgo season, this whole idea and concept of reframing, although it wasn't necessarily new to me. You know, I am a psych major, so I've studied some of this stuff, and this was got me into tarot, to be honest with you. The archetypes and just human psyche is just amazing. Reframing is such a powerful tool, is turning that inner critic into our inner coach. And the Hermit card, the Hermit year that we're entering into in 2025, is all about knowledge and wisdom. 9 is about self-development, self-discovery. In the Tarot, the 9 is really where the action and initiation takes place. Most people think that the 10 is where all the action takes place, but the 10 is usually where we get to enjoy the harvest, enjoy the creation, or, you know, for like the 10 of Swords, it is a place of rest from mental fatigue, you know, betrayal, but, you know, it's over and done with. And if you know, I'll show you, because the 10 of Swords is really the only one, and 10 of Wands, you know, 10 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles is the Epiphany. Oh, look, it's right at the bottom. I was meant to show you this. A lot of people think this is really morbid, but again, the 10s represent where you're at that culmination, right? Much like a full moon. And the sun, right? The sun is breaking, the clouds, the storm is gone, right? The worst is over, right? Is what I'm trying to say here. The worst is over. And although it looks really bad, the worst is over. So it's all uphill from here kind of thing. So again, the 10s are the culmination. It's where we, you know, have already made that decision to end a cycle. And that can look so different for all of you. And I'm seeing that a new cycle is definitely coming in for you, Capricorn, because new is all over you. So I wanted to show you from the Dreams of Gaia deck, the Vision of the Sage. This is the Hermit card, but from the Dreams of Gaia interpretation. Okay, and again, number 9 there. And some of the meanings from this book is the story, right? This is also the stories that we're telling ourselves. Again, reframing, Virgo energy, Virgo South Node as well. So just stay in touch and in tune with the eclipses for 2025. And I do offer on Etsy, you can find my specials. I have a sale right now. I have my yearly forecast where you get a breakdown of not only the eclipses for your sign, also retrogrades, important transits, houses, and I have a birth chart analysis that's more detailed and based off your sun sign, okay? And if you purchase 2 of my services, I think it's for the next 5 days or so. You have to check on Etsy. You get 25% off. I just wanted to throw that in there if you really want to know a timeline for eclipses, for retrogrades, for all that good stuff that's coming in 2025 so that you're better prepared. Okay, because the Virgo South Node is going to be very important for you. For some of you, you might even have the Pisces North Node, Virgo South Node as your natal placement. And if you don't know what any of that is, just know that I offer birth chart analysis. And I do have a North and South Node playlist on my YouTube channel. So check out those links below. Check out my channel. You'll find all those playlists, okay? So it is about the story. It's a story that we have written from, you know, some could say past lives. Saturn in Pisces right now is going to be conjunct this month of Venus in Pisces. So we have Venus in Pisces, Saturn in Pisces, and Neptune in Pisces. You know, it's very otherworldly, past lives, stories that were written, again, not just from your past, but many pasts ago. And you get to rewrite a new story, it seems, this coming year. And January is what's really setting the tone, especially this new moon in Capricorn for you. And it's all about research, investigation, learning new traditions, learning about ancestral lineage, right? Where you've been and where you're going. What do you want to release? What sorts of new narratives are you bringing in for you, Capricorn? And then the biggest thing I think with the Hermit is to listen. because the Hermit is about a lot about taking space. And this doesn't mean that we all have to like hermit away from the world, but this is a time for those that maybe haven't been doing that to remember that it's just as important as taking action, right? So the 9 year is about, again, taking all that wisdom that we've gained, that knowledge that's turned to wisdom, and it's the application. And that does mean really learning how to value your time, value your efforts, and it's a lot about self-worth really with the Hermit. And the truth, right? The sage, the Hermit is all about seeking that truth. You know, this is occult magic, divination. The Hermit is much like the Magician in that way, but the Magician, Gemini, is more outwardly expressed. They're more utilizing the resources around them, right? The Pentacle, the Wand, the Sword, the Cup. Whereas the Hermit is utilizing all that's within, right? The strength of the 9 is all, it's all in here. It's all here. So this is a lot about all of us. And I'm saying this mainly for you, Capricorn, because this is so strong for you. This is something that you're reclaiming. Maybe a new sense of identity for some of you. It's such a fresh new energy for you. And I feel like there are going to be angels, guides, allies, new energies that are going to be wanting to enter into your life as you move along. Okay? And yes, I want to talk about Venus conjunct Saturn. Okay? Because Venus isn't going to be in Pisces in January, the North Node in Pisces. We got so much Pisces. And then you, Capricorn, January 8th, Mercury in Capricorn. So this is that study. This is that part of the Hermit where you're going to be investigating and researching, and you have a lot of this 3rd house influence with Pisces. So tons of this mercurial study, you know, Gemini energy for you. So it's going to take you resting as well. So if you are feeling like a bit fatigued, anxiety prone, you know, movement, yoga, exercise, breath work, and rest, okay? Any sort of coping skills that you can utilize to kind of balance out a lot of this mercurial, it's a bit buzzy 3rd house, right? Because again, Pisces is always going to be transiting your 3rd house. And I'm basing that off of sun sign, okay? For those yearly forecasts, just so you know, the birth chart analysis, it's exact to your birth chart. So if you want more of an exact, precise measurement of the houses and your transits and the exact dates, the birth chart yearly forecast is going to give you that, okay? And you get a private pre-recorded reading, and you get a whole document by month with all those specific dates. It's a great deal, and it's a great way to start the new year, okay? So one last message from your channeled messages here before we dive into tarot is, with all this Pisces energy, right? Tons of Pisces energy banging on into January. And then we got you. And I started thinking about the sea goat. And most people don't know this about Capricorn, that you are the sea goat. People just think it's the goat, you know? But yeah, you can climb mountains. You know, you can reach great heights. Right, you're an earth dweller, but you're also a sea goat. You dwelled upon the waters, the deep void of Pisces. So I feel like there's such a symbolism here, and I wanted to read about it quickly. So the sea goat originates from ancient Mesopotamian mythology. So this could be something that you're connecting in with your ancestry. There's a lot around lineage and ancestry for you with this Hermit energy. And then it was later adopted into Greek and Roman astrology. The goat represents Capricorn's drive to climb mountains, symbolizing ambition, perseverance, mastery of the physical world. The fishtail represents a connection to emotions, intuition, and the depths of the subconscious, Pisces, hinting at Capricorn's ability to navigate the unseen realms of spirituality and inner wisdom, okay? So this is a balance between realms, and I think a lot of it has to do, Capricorn, is that your ruling planet, Saturn, and again, Saturn is going to be conjunct Venus this month. So there's a lot of harmony for you that's coming in. And again, Saturn is the gatekeeper. So there is this kind of duality with Saturn, right? It's father time. It is very fixed in that way, but if you think about a gatekeeper, although in this earthly realm, Saturn might represent a very sort of linear projection. They stand at the threshold of other parallel universes. You know, this is the age of Aquarius that we're starting to open up to different timelines. Again, past lives. Pisces is definitely timeless, formless. So we are getting more in touch and in tune with Aquarius and Pisces energy kind of taking the stage to kind of open up to the ideas and concepts of like quantum physics and stuff like that. So again, Capricorn, although people might think that you're very fixed or rigid, just know that there is that part of you that can embody this more intuitive, protective. You are the provider, very nurturing, you know. And some also say that Saturn can represent the mother, not only the father, but the mother as well, right? So there is this nurturing quality that's coming out this month for you, especially if you have Pisces in your chart, okay? All right, with all that out of the way, let's get into your reading. Where are we gonna start here for you? Let's pull from the Fountain Oracle, one of my favorites. Thank you again for being here. If you enjoy this style of reading, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel to stay up to date for when I post. And again, my Etsy link is below. I'm no longer doing Patreon. I will keep that Patreon channel open for when I want to post some specials on there, and I'll keep you informed. I definitely will be still using that platform, just not as much and not for the extended love readings, okay? I'll be running a lot more sales on Etsy too, so just make sure you stay notified. Hit that notification bell so you know when I post in my community page. I post a lot on there about updates and sales. Okay, Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn collective? Let's tap in and tune in angels, ancestors, guides. All right, Capricorn. January, whenever you find this, right? These messages are for you, Capricorn. And cross watchers, you're welcome here. Capricorn. What do we have for the Capricorn collective? Angels, ancestors, guides. Capricorn. What do we have for you? New narratives, new stories, new moon. Oh, I'm so excited for that. I will be posting a couple pickle pal readings here in January for the new year, so stay tuned for that. What the new year is going to bring for all of you out there. All right, let's see. Capricorn. Capricorn. There's a 10 of coins. I knew there was going to be a 10 for you. You do have a 9 here as well. What else for Capricorn? Give me one more card, please. Okay, there we go. Get to 2 more. Perfect. I love this. I love this. Bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of coins. 5 of coins. So this is Taurus energy. I'll name off some signs here just so you have an idea if these are signs you're dealing with. Again, with these messages, it's important for you to remember if I'm talking about someone else, then you place those roles as you see fit, right? So we have Sag, we have Gemini, we have Cancer, we have Virgo, Gemini, and Sag. We have mutable, lots of mutable energy here with a little bit of cardinal, mainly mutable though. 4 out of 6 of the cards are mutable. Where do you have mutable in your chart? Or you could be dealing with a mutable sign. That is Gemini, Sagittarius, and Pisces and Virgo. We're going to have both the North and South node in that mutable energy. Okay. Mutable is all about, we got the word foresight. This is flexibility. This is adaptability, especially amongst challenges, seeing a different picture, you know, bigger perspective. We learned a lot about this during Sag season, and I do have a Chiron playlist below that emphasizes where in our chart we might need to be a bit more adaptable. Chiron is a place of our chart that we need to heal. And I'm saying this for you because I remember talking about this in your December reading. The 9 of Wands is here. It's in reverse though. So I like seeing this energy in reverse because It's saying that there's an aspect of your Chiron, whatever that might be for you. You can look into it with a birth chart reading, okay? Or look it up online, right? Nine of Wands is a place where we have to kind of stand guard. We're defensive because we're a bit wounded. We've been hurt in some way. There's some sort of trigger, right? There's a stunt in your development that's caused you to put your walls up, and everyone has the right to do that. You know, the Nine of Wands is not all bad. This can also just talk about healthy boundaries. But I see that with the energy surrounding you is that you are finding a healthier balance here. Temperance, Magician, okay, of learning how to drop your guard. And again, having those boundaries enforced and in place here. But also learning how to tap more into your intuition. Remember, Pisces conjunct Saturn, your ruling planet. I got the song Soldier of Love by Sade. And then there's all lessons in love. This is being more kind to ourselves. I feel like this Pisces and Capricorn energy for January. You are learning how to temper yourself and to be more patient and prudent and gentle, and knowing that, you know, the power was within you all along, right? The 9, like I said, the 9 represents internal wisdom. Everything that's been compartmentalized and stored, you know, you're utilizing that information now that's been kind of collected. And any sort of past, ooh, yeah, there you are, the devil. You had the devil show up also in your December reading, but I'm seeing it here on the bottom of the deck. So I'm seeing it as you still healing. Again, you're still healing with the 9 of Wands as well. Some abandonment wounds. This could be financial loss. This could be just codependency, other people. You know, Capricorn, you are the provider. So it's very easy for you to fall into that role. You do enjoy being that person. Again, mother, father, kind of maternal energy. Even if you don't have kids, right? This is just what you enjoy as part of your personality. It could be to friends, family, coworkers. You know, you make good leaders in that way. But there's a part of you that's really healing some sort of abandonment, some loss. This could be inner child work as well. Again, Chiron very strongly for you showing up here, but I'm seeing that you're kind of learning how to grapple it. You're utilizing the Magician energy, which is much like the Hermit for me, but again, this is more outward. So this could be you getting help. This could be you talking to other people more openly about some of the struggles you've had, where you felt oppressed, where you felt maybe restrained or restricted, self-limiting beliefs, 8 of Swords here, where you're starting to learn that those only set you back. There's been setbacks with the Chariot here in reverse of like, you know, I've gotten in my own way type of thing. And I see this 10 of coins here. It's beautiful. You know, like I said, the 10s are where we get to reap the reward. And the 10 of Pentacles out of all the 10s, I'd say, is where it does take a lot of hard work, right? Pentacle energy, you know it best. You're an earth sign. This is not something that we get overnight. With it being here, you could very well already feel like you have materialized some great things in your life. Although there have been some delays there, there could have been some major eruptions around finances, just stability in general. I'm hearing who I want to provide for and why. Lots around codependency. Lots around your childhood here. I'm seeing with that 5 of coins devil. This could have been a mother or father dynamic. Again, if you're not a mother or father, you are reflecting on how you were raised. 10 of coins is also family. This is my 5-10 year plan. So again, like I was saying, if you don't feel like you're there yet, but you have a vision, you're gaining that momentum. Although there's been delays, you're seeing where you have gotten in your own way, 8 of Swords, and you're starting to kind of put the power back in your own hands and not relying on other people, especially people that are operating out of this energy, right? I see that they were mirrors for you more than anything. They were mirrors for you to start to understand your own self-worth and the fact that you have more autonomy than maybe you allowed yourself to believe, Capricorn. What's this 10 of coins about for Capricorn? angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters. Reading for Capricorn. This 10 of Pentacles, show me. The Hermit, he got so much Hermit energy. Where do you have Virgo in your chart? Or again, looking into 6th house. That's Virgo energy. 9th house for you. And 4th house is going to be strong for you as well. Yeah. So there could have been, again, a lot of isolation, mistrust around who you want to share this pentacle with. Where do you find yourself, in 5-10 years? This could be some things that you're still figuring out. But it looks like in January, the Capricorn that I'm connecting with, this collective, is you are balancing it out. I see that you're finally realizing the people, places, things that are causing delays, causing you to be in anxiety, restless, withdrawn. You're starting to see okay, this period of time, or these periods of time where I step into my Hermit energy, have served me to grow, to kind of evaluate. I see, especially with Mars retrograde. Okay, I wanted to mention that January 15th, we are going to have a, Sun opposite Mars. So that's going to be pretty highlighted for Mars retrograde. January 15th is a good date to take stock of, take note of January 15th, okay? Because around that day and on that day especially, there could be some hastiness, there could be some volatility, and it could get you wrapped up in your head's 8 of Swords, okay? And maybe feel like you're stunting your growth. You're not allowing yourself to move on from something when you clearly have to. 6 of Swords. I'm hearing I choose peace. So I understand that there might be some family members, there might be certain things that you've dipped your hands in that, you need to be a part of, right? But then you're starting to realize again, I can set healthy boundaries. I can actually restrict myself to some extent from these energies if possible. For some of you, I understand that you might not be able to just completely ghost or completely exit, right? That might not be realistic for some of you, but for those that can, feel that out for yourself. But I do see that you might have to slowly start to evaluate over January and into 2025. Again, some of the friendships, family, coworkers, partnerships that might get you kind of put up in a ball. I'm seeing like a ball of energy where you feel very restricted. And again, you might not want to be sharing so much. 10 of Pentacles. I'm getting like the 4 of Pentacles energy, which is your energy. Interesting. I'm seeing that. Kind of restricting. And again, there's a time and a place for the Hermit. There's a time and a place for the 4 of Pentacles. But I want you to start to observe why you are in those energies in the first place. Is it from your own self-doing, or was this kind of put upon you due to external factors, environment that maybe you are staying in due to safety, 10 of Pentacles, financial obligations, contracts, family, right? For some of you, that might be the case, and it's not so easy to up and leave, but I also don't want you to sell yourself short, because we have this beautiful energy here that's saying you actually have more power than you give yourself, Capricorn. And you might be placing a lot of stipulations on yourself due to contracts, due to other people's opinions. And it's time for you to kind of reevaluate 9, right? Hermit, what's good for me? Okay, what's good for you, Capricorn? All right, we're going to pull from the Soul's Journey, and then we're going to take this over to the love reading. Again, you can find all those links below. Hit that more button. You'll see all my links, my Etsy shop for that great sale I got going on here. The yearly forecast, the extended readings, all that good stuff. Capricorn, what's some advice we can give them? What's some advice that we can give Capricorn at this time? Woo! Trust. Judgment, empathy. I'm going to take trust. It says, I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. This is exactly what I was just saying. It's all within you. Magician, Temperance. You have the power to balance something out within yourself so that you can make better judgment. And not allowing the heaviness of, the shadow side of the 10 of Pentacles, I should say, of, again, I've already put so many years into this. I've already done so much work. I've already set myself up. And I'm seeing someone that's kind of backtracking, and it's okay. Okay? There could be some things that do need to change within this 10 of Pentacles. It doesn't have to be completely dismounted, as you know, dissembled. I'm seeing like a kid taking apart a toy. But I feel like there's things that can be critiqued within this 10 of Pentacles. So again, if this is a plan you have, a project, a career, a marriage, family, whatever it is for you, a home, there are some things that need to be moved around. I'm seeing someone that's like, okay, I can kind of take off of this. I'm seeing someone with their schedule, like piecing in time where they can actually give themselves some times to focus again on themselves, okay? And trusting in your inner voice, trusting that you already have a lot of the answers within you, Capricorn. Yeah, surrendering, I can release my need to control. We can't control others and what they decide to do, but again, you sure can control what you want to do, okay? Utilizing those powers. From the Hermit, again, what's within? I can trust my inner voice. It will always guide me correctly. And then once I can trust myself enough, get myself out of the Eight of Swords, you know, putting myself in self-imposed limitations and restrictions due to whatever fears, obligations that you place upon yourself, right? Judgment. It's like, okay, well, now I can take action in the physical 3D world. I have resources. I have the know-with-all. I know what I'm doing here. I need to trust myself more. That's what I hear for you, Capricorn. You need to trust yourself more, okay? Beautiful. All right. Let's see what signs you could be dealing with in love. We're going to take this over to the love reading. Again, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me here and subscribing if you have. I appreciate your support. What signs is Capricorn dealing with in love? What signs is Capricorn dealing with in love? What signs is Capricorn dealing with in love, angels? Boop, 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 boop. Okay, we have Uranus, Pisces. Lots of Pisces this month for you, remember that. We have the moon and we have Mars. Okay, so when I pull these cards, I want you to remember that these could be months, energies, parts of your chart or theirs, right? Uranus is Aquarius. Also, Uranus is in Taurus. We have Pisces, and we just talked about all the Pisces energy that's swirling around you, Seago. The moon, also Pisces and Cancer for me as a reader, and Mars, okay? Just so you know, also, Mars is going to be going back into Cancer, and we'll talk more about that when we get there in February. But we are still amongst this Mars retrograde, and remember, January 15th, there is going to be something in your love life there I'm seeing with this Mars energy showing up. And moon, very emotional. Uranus can just talk about sudden revelations. You know, this is very like shocking a bit. It's kind of like the Tower energy, but all for a good change. Good change, but I do see values are going to be shifting. Action with Mars, you know, moving with emotion. What is driving this relationship? The values, the emotions, the passion. We'll see more in the extended love reading, or the love reading. And again, the extended will be on Etsy. If this is where we part, bye for now, Capricorn, and take care of yourself.